Hey guys, welcome back to The Mind of Brandon, and welcome back to another Tuesday Tangent. As indicated by the title of this video, we're gonna get to know me better. So I was inspired to make this video after receiving a comment on another video of mine titled, "Vegans Only Eat Leaves." Here's the comment.
So you don't hunt, you don't fish, you don't date, and you've never lived on your own?
Correct. I do not hunt, I do not fish, not that I never would under any circumstance. If I'm like stranded in the wilderness or something, I'll do what I need to do to survive, just like the other animals are doing, that they're killing each other. It's just kind of what they got to do to survive. So yeah, I'm not against like people like having a basic, fundamental knowledge of how to hunt and gather, how to fish, that sort of thing. I think those are good survival skills to have. I'd be fine with parents teaching their kids how to do that, or schools teaching that on like an elementary education level or whatever. It's good for people to know how to do it. When I do my vegan videos talking about how unnecessary it is for us to enslave, rape, torture, and slaughter innocent beings for their meat, their egg, their milk, their leather, their fur, their wool, etc., that's kind of within the context of thought of, well, we're in a developed civilization. If we're working class people that have like money and we have access to grocery stores with mock meats, etc., right? Then it just seems unnecessary to harm animals in those situations, or to contribute to harming them by paying for meat and egg, etc., right? But at the same time, there's different contexts to consider here. So while if you're living in the city and you have access to all sorts of alternatives, it makes sense to go with the alternatives. If you're stranded out in the wilderness and you don't have the alternatives, then just do what you need to do to survive. Is it true to say that I don't date, though? So it's true to say I've never been on a date. I am not presently dating anybody. I'm not like opposed to ever going on a date. I hope to go on a lot of dates in the future, right? This is why I've been watching videos on how to be more successful with the ladies, how to properly court, date, seduce, that sort of thing. Because I want to have more success than I've had in my 33 years on this planet, which I'm still a virgin, have never had a girlfriend before, and have still never even been on a date. That's another thing I'd be okay with seeing taught in the public education system is, teaching adolescent young men and women how to properly court, date, seduce, maintain healthy relationships, how to handle rejection, how to build your confidence, talk to, complete strangers instead of telling them don't talk to strangers, right? Teaching them how to become pickup artists, master seducers, that sort of thing. I know a lot of parents will probably frown on that idea, because, they don't want their little babies growing up too fast or some bullshit like that. Just some parental propaganda out there that is holding back society, right? Stunting our development, causing all sorts of problems in the world. Oh, yeah, that's a great fucking idea. But yeah, I've never lived on my own. I've always lived with family. When I was born, it was my mom, my dad, and my sister. Eventually, my parents got divorced. Dad moved out. I had an uncle who moved in with us for a little while, but eventually he moved out. And I had an aunt and her two daughters who moved in with us. Eventually, my sister moved out, and then eventually my aunt and her two daughters moved out. So now it's just me and my mother. And okay, well, my cousin, he actually lives with us part of the week, most weeks. This week he's in Hawaii, but I have a cousin. He's actually, his mug is, shown up in some of my videos, actually. He'll, like, pop his head in there, and he'll, like, try and sneak up on me and shit. But yeah, he lives with us some of the time.
Do you work? It doesn't seem like it, because if a guy your age had spent the last few years working full-time while still living at home, you should have both tens of thousands of dollars stacked up and a bunch of toys.
Well, technically I did have tens of thousands of dollars saved up at some point. But then I made the mistake of thinking that it was a good time to quit my job. I was thinking, I'll have another job lined up in a couple of weeks. But then weeks turned into months. While I originally had 25 grand saved up, I wound up just kind of living off my savings for several months. And it gave me plenty of time to go out and, try to get better with my pickup skills, get better with the ladies, that sort of thing. But in the end, I'm not sure it was really worth it because I am still a virgin, still never had a girlfriend before, still never been on a date. I only got one phone number that entire time. So yeah, maybe I would have been better off just staying at the job, not taking several months off. They did eventually call me up and say, hey, we're in kind of a sticky situation. Would you be able to come back and help us out? And this was when I was thinking I'm in kind of a sticky situation. I'm having trouble finding a job that I want. Here they are, offering me my old job back. Fuck, might as well just go back, do what go back to that old job, right? So yes, I do work. I'm a shift leader at a hole-in-the-wall pizza restaurant. The pay is not outstanding, and I do have to pay rent, even though I live with my mother. And here in the state of Washington, the economy's basically shit. A one bedroom, one bathroom apartment costs a ridiculous amount of fucking money. So I don't really view myself to be financially. I'm not financially comfortable with moving out, getting my own place. There's all sorts of other people that I either do work with or have worked with who are in similar situations. Usually people have to take more than one job to feel financially comfortable, like getting their own apartment or something like that. It's really awful. Fucking Washington sucks, dude. Like I've been like trying to figure out if there's like other places I should be moving to. I don't really know where to move though. But yeah, I am kind of working on trying to find a better place to live. A place that won't be as ridiculously expensive. It's fucking insane, like how much it costs for just a one bedroom, one bathroom apartment here in the state of Washington. And of course, that's not even an ideal living situation, a one bedroom, one bathroom apartment. I'd rather have my own house, right? But I guess I'll settle for the one bedroom, one bathroom apartment if I can find one that's fucking affordable. Of course, once I got done with high school, I didn't have like any mission in life, no passion, no real purpose. My only direction was, once I'm done with high school, I'm not going to college because I'm fucking sick of school. There's no career of my dreams or anything like that. If I ever at any point had like a dream job or whatever, going through the public education system just kind of took that out of me. It's not a system that says, okay, well, what are your interests? Oh, you're interested in that? Let's make it easier for you to have access to the resources you need to pursue these interests. No, instead what they do is they say, oh, fuck your interests. We're going to shove this bullshit down your throat. It doesn't matter to you. You don't care about it, but we're going to shove it down your throat anyway. This is what you need to learn. It's like, how the fuck is that going to be helping humanity? Speaking of helping people, when I was in 9th grade, there was actually a mandatory community service project that needed to be completed by all the 9th graders in order to move on to the next level, basically. Mandatory community service, like 80 hours of it. We're expected to do 80 hours of mandatory community service on top of all the fucking homework that we're already doing, which entirely way too much bullshit as it is. Now you're adding 80 hours of community service. I think it was 80 hours. It was a ridiculous amount. Okay, it was a lot. They were asking a lot. And, it occurs to me, well, wait a minute. Do we have, like, a constitutional amendment against this kind of thing? Isn't there something against involuntary servitude? Which, by the way, mandatory community service. Mandatory service is exactly the same thing as involuntary service. Okay, I got into so many debates with other students, faculty members. The guy who was in charge of this whole mandatory community service project. He's, oh, I don't think this is involuntary servitude. I don't fucking care what you think. It is, motherfucker. You're being fucking dishonest if you say it's not involuntary servitude because it's mandatory community service. Mandatory service is exactly the same fucking thing as involuntary servitude. I went to a lawyer about this shit. he talked, he's like, oh, I think you're onto something. I think this might be unconstitutional. He goes and he talks to some judges, and they're like, well, as long as they're not like putting shackles on him or anything, there's nothing we can really do about it. What? The fucking amendment says nothing about shackles. They just pulled that out of their fucking asses. And so that's when I learned a valuable lesson. The Constitution is subject to interpretation.
Do you travel?
Not really. I used to do more traveling when I was younger, go on road trips with my parents, stuff like that. I've been to Mexico, been to Canada, been to New Mexico, visited Roswell, went to the UFO museum, right? Went Sasquatch hunting, things like that. I was kind of a conspiracy theorist when I was a kid. I believed in like government cover-ups, and I believed in mystical beasts like the Loch Ness monster and Sasquatch, etc. But yeah, I haven't really traveled in a while. It would be nice. I'd like, there's places that I'd like to visit. Every now and then I'll like get in my car and just like drive around, like explore places that I've never, driven to before. But the truth is I actually don't travel well due to some medical issues that I have. I, of course, was diagnosed a while back with gastroesophageal reflux disease. I have, permanent damage that's been done to my respiratory system. My digestive, respiratory, whatever. My stomach, my esophagus, there's some damage there, okay? And so, like, if I'm sitting down in a car for, like, long periods of time, or just like, sitting anywhere, I get, like, some irritation, and it causes, like, breathing complications, and it's not fun. It's basically the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm trying to get to know you, but it kind of looks like the majority of your life is spent watching TV and YouTube?
Well, I do typically dedicate plenty of time to YouTube. Not that I'm necessarily watching videos that whole time. I'll probably watch like at least 1 or 2 videos a day. Probably even more than that. But most of my YouTubing, most of the time I'm dedicating to YouTube is me recording videos to put on YouTube. Which is technically not time on YouTube. I'm just in front of a webcam talking, and then I upload it to YouTube, right? But, as far as TV goes, like at the present time, I'm really not watching much TV. The Walking Dead just had its 7th season. That's over. Just waiting for new episodes. Fear the Walking Dead, the spin-off series, is going to have new episodes coming up. I'll definitely be watching that. Game of Thrones has new episodes coming up. I'll be watching that. Let's see. Vikings is another show that I like to watch. It's not currently airing new episodes, though. Scream is not currently airing new episodes. Scream Queens is not currently airing new episodes. American Horror Story, they might be airing new episodes right now. I don't know, actually, but that's when I do watch here and there. I'm a Trekkie. I like Star Trek, but we don't have we don't have new episodes for Star Trek at the present time. We will. We've got that coming up. We got a new Star Trek series coming up. Feel like I'm leaving. Oh, Dark Matter. Yeah, I'm kind of involved in the show Dark Matter, but again, they're not airing new episodes at the present time. I think that's good enough. But yeah, so there's plenty of different shows that I watch, but they tend to be kind of spaced out. I don't really feel like I watch a lot of TV. Like I'm not spending a lot of time watching TV. If I watch an episode of something, it's gonna be like, well, there's that one episode that one day, and then I have like a week until another episode airs. So it's like, yeah, I'm really not watching a lot of TV. But I definitely watch plenty of lectures, and of course, in my spare time, I like to, go out, practice my pickup skills. I definitely haven't been doing as much of that lately. It's been kind of discouraging. You go out and it's like, where the hell are all the ladies? You've got to go out at just the right times. And I'm getting better at like predicting what times are right to go out. But sometimes I go out thinking, oh, this is a good time, good place, and then it just winds up disappointing me. So there's that. But yeah, that sounds like the gist of what I do in my free time when I'm not working.
But anyway, I tried some of that vegan fake meat stuff, and man, did it tear me up. Kind of like how eating a bunch of burritos would.
Oh, well, apparently we're talking about you now. You know, that's fine. We don't have to spend all day talking about me. But you know, if you're having trouble with something, then I'd say just don't eat it. Eat something else. That's fine. Alright, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other people. If you're interested in watching my future videos, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one. So have a good one, guys, and peace.